We turn now into Castrol corner. Joshua Smith in 4th position. Salmon in number 44. And Boyson amongst the Formula Vs there now right of Ramsey.
Yeah, he's threading his way through now, trying to get back to the front of the field. And that won't take him very long in that Class S car. No Byron Mitchell out today in either class. So I'm assuming there's something wrong with that Dolphin Engineering car. But we'll watch as this group makes their way through Sorrel sweeping onto the back straight. But the leaders go into
Turn
5. And it's very, very close, Byron, as they go through
and there's a change of lead. Jordan Kelly Fletcher just before turn 5. They come out of turn 5 now, has taken the lead right away from Richard Carr. She was 1.2 seconds off the last lap, but not letting her go, Richard Carr, as they go down the straight now. We'll take a look at them across the line, and they charge up to turn 1, a fastest lap of a 1:28.343 for Kelly Fletcher, and 0.6 of a second between herself and Richard Carr, who hangs on for dear life.
And now, as we watch those leaders go through turn 1, as they go through turn 1, we see DJ Boyson threading in a little bit of the meat in the sandwich at the moment between Joshua Smith and Nick van der Westhuizen. They are battling it out for P3 at the moment as they make their way down the Joubert Straight and into Castrol Corner.
Castrol Joshua Smith. Jay Boyson, remember the man who started way back at the back of the grid. A big gap between himself and the Formula Vs. He's making easy work there in that Wings and Slicks Reynard as they make his way through turn 3 now behind Joshua Smith. You'll see Nick van der Westhuizen in there as well. And then a slight gap through turn 3 now. You'll see Hayden Elwood, the only Class C runner.
But now we watch into turn 5. Here come the leaders, and it's going to be side by side. And there goes Kelly Fletcher deep on the inside, but will she hold it out? She gets in front of Richard Carr, and she'll hold it through Pertamina Fostron and down onto the main straight once again to complete lap 2.
Yeah, it was 2/10 in the last sector not too long ago. It was 6/10 across the line. In the slipstream is Nick Carr, and Richard Carr will make a go. And Richard Carr will take the lead right back. Here's the Joshua Smith battle coming across the line now. Nick van der Westhuizen just off him there as well. That's, if I look at it, I'm not actually looking at the exact time, over 0.8 of a second as they're going to turn 1.
So there, Nick van der Westhuizen's hot on the heels of Joshua Smith. And he'll wait for the right moment. If they're going to keep battling, they'll slow each other down. But you watch now, just a little bit further behind them is Hayden Elwood in that Class C car. But we watch them go into Castrol Corner, and Van der Westhuizen takes that position back now, sitting at 3rd.
Very sleek. There goes DJ Boyson. Here's our lead battle at the moment now. It was Kelly Fletcher the previous lap that led. It's Richard Carr once again. They are trading lap times, you could say. The last lap, though, you could see it was about 6/7 of a second that Kelly Fletcher lost on that lap. So a bad lap for her. Down the back straight, they'll then run until Pertamina Fastron. I don't think she's close enough yet into turn 5 over there to launch any sort of a move, perhaps towards turn 1, Jordan.
But let's see if this moving chicane between 1st and 2nd place will show us through DJ Boyson. But we look back to this battle for 3rd place, and around the outside Joshua Smith will go. Will he hold it out? We'll see. Sorry, that's Nick van der Westhuizen, and he spins it and almost collecting Joshua Smith there, but he misses out. But we'll look into one, Byron and Kelly Fletcher up the inside of Richard Carr, but here comes DJ Boyson to split the 2.
DJ Boyson, a 1:21.644, the fastest lap all over here compared to 1:26s for Richard Carr and Kelly Fletcher. Kelly Fletcher leads into Castrol at the present moment. There is DJ Boyson right behind them, and then Joshua Smith a little while back, 17.4 seconds to be exact, as they make their way through the kink and towards turn 3. 6 laps left to go, including the one we are currently on.
It looks almost like DJ Boyson just wants to take a seat in the house and have a watch as they make their way down into Sorrel Sweep. And it's still Kelly Fletcher, followed there by Richard Carr. And they'll go nose to tail down the back straight. But here comes DJ Boyson, and he will power past them. This is the perfect opportunity to not mess either of their races up. And a little bit of drama almost. as Richard Carr moves out of the way to try and go side by side, but DJ Boyson was there. But this is going to be another lap down and complete. But we'll see what the run to turn 1 is.
Yeah, we'll show the run to turn 1. He'll sprint away, DJ Boyson, from the rest of them. He's taking his rightful place in the lead, the man in a class of his own, Class S. Now, Kelly Fletcher is going to be looking in her mirrors now towards turn 1. We go into turn 5, Pertamina Fastron. That is Joshua Smith. And right with him over there is the Swift of Hayden Elwoods. Hayden Elwoods closed up the gap. Did Nick van der Westhuizen get going again there? He did. He's going down the back straight right now.
He managed to get it up and running. That was a bit of a dangerous spot to be spinning in, but he got it back underway, and there he is. You can see him just with Udrik Haysalmon behind him. And they'll come to the line. Haysalmon, I'm sure, will want to try and battle van der Westhuizen at the moment, but we jump back to the leaders, and there goes DJ Boyson, followed there by our two front class V runners. And Kelly Fletcher still ahead of Richard Carr, but it looks like Richard has the better run out of Interceptor and into Sorrel Sweep.
A drive is putting in here, Jordan. They go for now. He's tucking himself right to the gear of that car ahead of him. They'll go side by side down the straight now. DJ Boyson will have the nice gap between himself and the but into turn 4. And I know that Richard Carr will emerge in the lead of this race and cross the line with 4 laps left to go.
But will this be the chance for Kelly Fletcher now to sit in the draft, which I think she will? But is it enough to go side by side across the line to start another lap? And it's looking like it, almost side to side, wheel to wheel as they make their way into turn 1. But Kelly Fletcher's going to have the inside line, which is the better line for this corner. And she'll hold it out very wide, goes Richard Carr, and that'll slow him down a considerable amount as they get onto the Joubert Straight with Kelly Fletcher in front.
Not as much as we thought, probably, Jordan. He actually kept it nice on the latter part of the corner. Yeah, they come now into Castrol. He's on the gearbox there of as way through turn 1, and following him is Joshua Smith, who's lost that position to the Swift, and now Hayden Elwoods up to 4th position.
But luckily that'll be enough for Joshua Smith. If he can just hold it out and stay comfortable and not have any nerves for the rest of the race, that'll net him a P3 in class. So he just needs to sit comfortable and enjoy the ride as we watch to turn 5. There goes DJ Boyson, but we wait for this battle between Kelly Fletcher and Richard Carr, who will come out victorious this lap round. And Kelly Fletcher looks to be on the inside, and I think she'll stick her nose ahead, and she does. And Richard Carr following very closely behind. Now, a lap later, Richard Carr has that following position.
And we'll see. Bite of curb there as well. And sorry, he's going to the straight now towards, as we have 3 laps left to go. Sorry to jump in, but he goes on the side as Richard Carr takes the lead away. Somerville in the out of the race, which leads now only runners left of the 10 that was, or 11 that was.
And now we'll watch as they go into Castrol Corner, and a little bit wider again for Richard Carr, but maybe that's what he wants. Maybe he wants to sort of move out of the way, get a little bit of a better exit, and then follow Kelly Fletcher through turn 3. And look, it's getting very close here. They're going to go nose to tail through Interceptor Corner and down into Sorrel Sweep once again. Then it's going to be the long back straight to see who has the better top end speed for turn 5.
Yeah, so the top 3, of course, DJ Boyson leads away. That battle for the Formula V lead is the one to watch at the present moment. Down the straight as we go in the slipstream, goes a bit defensive on the straight there, does Kelly Fletcher, but maintains and or retakes the racing line. And now into turn 5 will then run, and it will be Richard Carr once again edging his nose into the lead. They are quite up the road from Hayden Elwood. Joshua Smith in 5th, Nick van der West, Donovan Ramsey in 7th, 8th, Ulrich Salmon, Wynand de Ridder, the classified runners at the present moment.
But now we'll watch coming into turn 5. We see there Hayden Elwood in that Swift in a little bit of a race of his own at the moment. No other Class C cars out, unfortunately. Damian White should have been here, but I think after last round he had a little bit of an issue and he called it quits for getting the car ready. But there he makes his way 4th place overall, first in class, as he comes across the line to start another lap. And there's Joshua Smith, Byron.
Yeah, Joshua Smith on the main straight now, and he's about 13 odd seconds, if not more now, up the road from Nick van der Westhuizen, who comes out of turn 5 right now and has a considerable 6.2 second advantage over Donovan Ramsey, Ulrich Salmon, and Wynand de Ridder, all knocking it off. Oh, he's not very having a happy time in that car, is Nick van der Westhuizen.
And with coming up at the end of this lap, almost a lap to go, DJ Boyson will see come into the picture, and there he is, making his way past the scrutineering building. This will be his penultimate lap, sorry. He'll complete this and he'll do one more round the circuit. And we'll stay on him as he makes his way across the line. But now we look into turn 5 as we watch this battle once again. Who we see there? Oh, sorry, Brian. We see there Kelly Fletcher, followed there by Richard Carr.
And Kelly Fletcher's... She's slowing.
Something doesn't look right.
And Richard Carr is not rocketing past her at the present moment. They are side by side each other. She looked like she was slowing for a brief moment there, Jordan. Fletcher maintained the lead, maintained second overall, and that third position.
Yeah, that was a little bit strange coming onto the main straight. Maybe the live stream glitched a little bit and it slowed everything down, but they were definitely going fast out of the booth. But we'll watch them go through Castrol Corner, and Kelly Fletcher has a little bit of a higher, a little bit of a bigger gap, sorry, as they make their way through Castrol and through the kink.
All right, so DJ Boyson, the man who started way back on the grid, but of course has the wings, has the slicks, has the power of that 2-liter VW engine, and he will take first blood for the day in the Reynard with the victory, not only in Class S, but overall as well. Here he goes across the line now with the fastest lap, a 1:21.405, as down the back straight, Jordan, comes our little battle for the V's.
And here they come. We'll see there's a bit of a back marker sitting there. A little bit of a back marker, but they swiftly move out of the way. And we'll watch now as they get on the power once again. Richard Carr's in the prime position to get a little bit of slipstream. Kelly Fletcher will move out of the way to break that toe, and I think it'll just be enough to get it to the line ahead of Richard Carr to take first place in Class V ahead of Richard Carr. But now we have to wait for Hayden Elwood.
Yeah, de Ridder was that green Formula V Lantis that finished 9th position, a lap down. Ulrich Salmon in his 44 red V Lantis finished in 8th, a lap down. So we still have Hayden Elwood now that will be coming down the straight in that 7-up liveried Formula Swift, 1992 Formula. Then we have Joshua Smith, 5th position off the line, and that is actually 3rd in the class. Nick van der Westhuizen, despite a spin earlier on, is still looking to clinch the 4th place in class and 6th place overall. Comes across the line right now. Been bouncing around in the car quite a bit, moving side to side. Rounding the lead lap in 7th position.
Now we'll just wait and see for the rest of the grid as Donovan Ramsey does cross the line now. Then we wait for Ulrich Salmon. Actually, no, I lie. They've crossed the line already. That is the end of the race. Everyone has crossed the line. But that was pretty brilliant from our front 2 Class V cars. A little bit upsetting for Nick van der Westhuizen, but brilliant stuff.
Yeah, fastest lap in the end, of course, for DJ Boyson, a 1:21.405. But Jordan, it was very fascinating to watch that Formula V battle between Fletcher and Carr. The different racing lines, each using. I think Kelly was compromising the latter part, the exit of the corner, and that's what allowed Richard Carr, who was compromising the entrance, to close up just a little bit and keep the battle alive until about the penultimate lap of the race, when just unexpectedly Kelly went very wide in the end over across the curb in Pertamina Fastron, and then just it looked like all the zest and all the oomph came out of it, just went out of it for that last lap.